Hello folks, I am back with another update on Green Valley Radio, a little bit later than I wanted to, a week or so later than I wanted to, but it has taken some time to put this business plan together, and that is what this update is about. I have a business plan, 22 pages, that I am excited to send to you, and hopefully you'll be able to take some time to look over it and get a real taste of what this plan is all about, and how you fit into it, and how you can fit into it beyond being a team member. And I'm so grateful that you are interested in learning more about this, learning more about maybe getting an additional certificate of interest, and contributing to the funding this project. If anyone's wondering, I am also contributing to this project. I will be buying at least one certificate of interest, and in addition to the one that I have for myself as a team member. And really, I don't really have too much to say in this video. I was initially going to do like a thorough overview of it, but I don't, it's going to be a half-hour video. I don't think anyone's going to really watch it. But in summary, this business plan lays out how we turn this in, how it lays out the relaunch, how we're making this public again. It lays out a little more about the radio widget, and how that, how that is a factor in all of this. It also lays out all of the revenue streams that we have available to us to continue funding the project, and to have some amount to potentially have a revenue share. And that, of course, is also in the business plan, is this whole certificate of interest thing, and how $100 translates to one certificate with 1% revenue share after all expenses at the end of every year. So every January, anyone with a certificate of interest, starting in 2027, every person that has a certificate of interest will receive in January a check from Green Valley Radio for whatever 1% or whatever amount of certificates they have, that percent of the revenue. This is a form of compensation for the team, because this is a voluntary project. This is a means to give the team who accepted a certificate of interest the ability to take something home every year from this. And it is a way to fund this project. It is the funding vehicle, these certificates of interest. I'm only doing one run of them because there's only 100% in 100%. So I'm doing one run of them, and the hope is that we'll be able to sell all 50 certificates and be able to fund this. If you did the math, that equates to $5,000. That's what we need to relaunch this, to do the public widget, and to make sure that we can pay for all the licenses we need. And that, yeah, that's a one-time thing. If the project doesn't take off, it doesn't take off. This is what we've been building towards, and the idea is that all we need is $5,000 to press the start button, and then we will be able to get an audience that justifies continued income, either through Patreon or through our revenue models for sponsorships in our music and news content, as well as some of our other content. So with that all said, I hope that you I hope that I'm looking at the business plan right here on my computer. I hope that this is of interest to you. It's of interest to me, not just because this is my idea. I do not think this is going to be some $1 million idea. The idea here, though, is that it's a small investment for a project that you all know I believe deeply in. I wished that this project existed long ago, and so that's exactly why I'm building it, is because it doesn't. And if we lose an audience, I'm sure there'll still be some, like if we don't find an audience next year, I am sure that I will still find a means for the audience we do have to keep this project going in some way. But really, this is the big thing. This is the big moment where, again, we press the start button. So at the end of this business plan, and as a separate document in the email I sent you, is a form that will allow you to reserve certificates of interest. So if you are interested in purchasing and investing in these certificates, this is the space to do that. And this is the only space that you can do that. I'm not, I don't like pressuring people to do things, so I'm not going to. So if you are interested in this, please, fill out the form and let me know. If you are not interested in this, that's totally fine, and you can just, ignore it. But this is where I say, if you're interested in this, that's the form. I'm not going to bug you. I'm not going to be bothering you, saying, hey, are you going to invest? So if you don't want to, that's fine. But if you are, please do. Please do the reservation form sooner than later so that we can get the ball moving. Basically, next steps is I'm going to give it about a week or so, and see what team members are interested in investing. And then after that, and not to say that there still aren't availability, there is, but I want to give it a week or so for the team, and then I'm going to open it up to a short list that I have of people that I think would be interested in being a part of these certificates of interest as well. So with that said, thank you so much for being a part of the project, and I hope that this business plan is not boring, but actually of interest, and I hope that by going through it, you'll get a better sense of what the core vision that I'm trying to build out is all about. So one more time, thank you, and I appreciate you taking the time to read through this business plan and consider being a part of this project, and happy reading. Talk to you soon.